Hello everyone, my name is Kate Marshall. The name of my channel is called Inked Paper Art, and today is day 112 of 365 days of junk journal ideas. Today I'll be making a tag for a pocket in a junk journal. It's not just any old plain tag, it's a special tag with a hidden journaling spot. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to want to do, I think this project is made best out of cardstock, preferably double-sided cardstock. So I have a piece, just simple Tim Holtz cardstock, something that goes with the color scheme of my journals. So I'm going to take that. This is a 6x10 piece. That's how Tim Holtz cardstock comes these days. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to make a 6-inch tag out of this. And so since it's already 6 inches this way, I'm just going to cut it down to a tag width. For me, I like my tags to be about 3.5. So I'm going to cut it 6 by 3.5 and getting that lined up there. Got that. And you need 2 pieces for this project. So you can do different cardstock. It doesn't have to be the same. You could do, 2 coordinating ones, whatever. But 2 pieces of 3.5 by 6-inch cardstock. From there, we're going to set aside that scrap. Take whatever 2 pieces you're using, and you can decide if you want both of the outside pieces to look the same or if you want them to look different. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. For my project, I'm going to leave them with the map on the outside. So the green will be the inside. And I'm going to take both of them, stack them together, and go ahead and, if you're using a credit card or whatever you're doing to make your tag corners, go ahead and get that done. So you've got a tag shape. There's our tag shape. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to hole punch them just at the top up here. And I like to do this while both of them are together. That way the hole, it's in the same spot on both of them. And there we go. We're going to add a hole reinforcer there quick. If I can find them, we are. Maybe, there they are. I was like, maybe I took them out into the other room. Ooh, we found a leaf. That might be helpful decorating. You never know what's going to pull out of this bin next to me. Okay, so hole reinforcers. I've got a couple here that'll work. And this is just mostly decoration. I don't really think we have to reinforce the holes, especially because most of us are just, the worst thing we're going to stick in here is like seam binding or something. So I don't think you have to worry about it. That could have been a little straighter. And then I don't need to put it on the inside. I'm just going to put it on the outside. In fact, you probably don't need to put it on both, but just to keep the decoration the same, I'm going to stick it on both. So I've got hole reinforcers and a tag shape. Basically, I have 2 tags. If you start out with pre-made tags, you're already ahead of the game. So from there, 2 tags. We tuck these back away. I have to do a live sale in just a few minutes, so I'm trying to get this video done quick and uploaded for the morning. Okay, so there's that. 2 tags. Next thing you want to do is decorate the front tag. So this is going to go in a pocket. Both tags are going to be put together, assembled together, and go in a pocket. Decide whichever one you like best for the front tag. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me. I guess I'm going to go like this. So I'm going to decorate this one. Now I want to put book page, of course. I've got map back there, book page, music, whatever it is that you want to stick on there, go ahead and stick on there. This is a nice size piece of book page. I have been looking for my piece of parchment paper all day long. I cannot find it. I don't know what I did with it. But here's some thin dictionary paper, and we're going to glue on that today. I know I just need to go in the kitchen and get one, but, sometimes we just don't have that moment to go get that. So I'm going to just glue this up and we're going to stick this on. And again, you're just doing your normal collage thing to your tags. However you like to decorate them, go for it. I'm just going to get this on there. Maybe I don't want quite that much. There we go. And after that, let's put some music on there. Now this music would blend in a lot, but for this project, I don't mind it. So I'm just going to tear myself a little piece of music paper. Tear that over there. That looks pretty good. Let's get that inked, or not inked. Ooh, Do I want this side? No, I don't. You got to look at both sides. You never know. You might find a treasure on the other side. Or sometimes you add glue and you're like, oh, wait, why did I do that? It's too beautiful. It would have went better the other way. Anyway, we've got that looking good. Let's trim off the excess here. We don't need to do too much to these. This is supposed to be something that really you could sit down and mass make. Very easy, but in the end, it's super, super useful. So there we go. We've got 2 tags, decorated the front of one, or at least we did the little base collage. We need a focal point. Because I'm working in fairy journals right now, most focal points are floral or fairies or roses, or I guess that's a floral, but you guys get what I mean. I have this little leaf that popped out. Let's find something and stick this little leaf with it. Maybe we even have like a larger flower in here. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. A basket of flowers. I like the basket of flowers. Let's see. We could use a butterfly. We could use a label or some other layering element. I'm looking for something that coordinates. There's those flowers. Sunflowers. I don't think I want sunflowers, but they're there. The purples are nice. Quickly, quickly. I'm digging in a bin. I feel like I spend so much time digging for focal points and whatever, and I know the answer is updating my ephemera books so that my ephemera is organized so I can spend less time digging for them. But you know, that all has that takes time up front. So you're still spending the time one way or another, right? You're either doing it like I am right now where you're digging, or you've already dug and organized it from the get-go. Anyway, we're going to figure out something here. I really do like this leaf with it. I wanted a butterfly on there, but I don't think that's the correct butterfly. No, we can't make that happen. I think it's going to have to be in a different bin. And that's really sad because I don't like to dig while you guys are sitting there hanging. Digging, digging. Okay, yes. Here's much better flowers. There's a large white flower. Here's a pretty bird. We have a bird nest, which would be cute in a fairy journal, and we have a pink flower. So from all of this, we have plenty. I did find this cute little mushroom, and he would be awesome, but I don't think I can make that happen. I would need like a fairy or some kind of picture or something. But anyway, we've got this white flower, we've got this pink flower, and we've got this bird. And I really did like the bird, but the bird cannot just be floating there. He needs to sit on something. So let's find the bird something to sit on. And then I know the point of this is not decorating, but let's find the bird something to sit on because I don't like floating birds. And then from there, I need to tuck these back away. What can the bird sit on? What do we have that the bird can sit on? Can the bird sit on a calling card, possibly? Or maybe he could sit on this. Let's make him sit on that. I don't love it, but it's what's in front of me. Okay, hang on. Digging again. Digging. This is what happens when I don't plan out my ephemera with the camera. Let's see. There's like a little wing. Maybe for a fairy journal that would be cute with the little bird sitting up on top of it. Not loving that. Okay. It's just gonna be that way today. That's like too much birds. I can't make it happen. I'm gonna have to dig in another bin. Can we make that happen? No, we cannot. Okay. And if I cannot make it happen, then I just force it. One way or another, it gets forced. We're going with that. That's good. Let's ink it. Quickly, quickly. The point was not the decorating. The point is the construction of the tag. So, inked. I will attempt to quickly ink out some of the white of that. And then glue. So you construct a tag. If you already have like a pre-made tag from an ephemera digital that you've printed, or a tag that is in your unfinished tag bin, you could quickly add a little decoration to a couple of those and use those for this project. You could just use plain cardstock and not really do any of the layering or decorating on the front of it too, because the point is really what's happening inside of the tag or with the tag. I'm going to move him over. There we go. Okay, that's that for now. I think we could use a little number. I will not hold you guys while I'm looking for that. Next thing you want to do, notice I have this piece of coffee dyed paper underneath my tag right there. I'm fighting with my pen. There we go. I have this piece of coffee dyed paper down here. It's not there just as like underneath of my glue. It is there because we need to fold this piece of coffee dyed paper. It doesn't matter which side because both sides are going to be visible. First thing you want to do, this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of coffee dyed paper, so a regular printer paper size. Going to take it and you're going to fold it in half this way. So this is the 11-inch side here. It's in portrait mode. It's taller than wide. It's more tall. So we're going to fold it in half on the 11-inch side, just like you would do like for a journal page. So it's folded in half. And then from here, you're going to fold it in 3 sections. You want to fold it evenly in 3 sections. You could score it. I'm just going to use as best as I can and get it folded into 3 even sections. There we go. And so you want to make sure that you fold over the left side over here, fold it over to the inside, and then the right side is going to fold to the back. So from here, flip it over and fold that left side now over to the back. And you just need to make sure that there's no paper sticking out anywhere, that everything is folded evenly into a nice little rectangle. It should look like a Z fold, right? It should look like a Z fold where you have this flip out here and then it flips back here. This part flips back. Okay, anyway, take your little tag, take this paper that you just folded up, and you're going to apply glue stick to the front side of this paper. So just take it, whatever you're using. I've got all this stuff stuck to mine. I don't care. Take your glue stick, glue it up generously. There we go. Making sure that if you have any paper sticking out of one of the sides that you're not getting glue on it. And then take your tag, stick it onto that paper, pick it up, and then from there you can assemble it, drag it down wherever it needs to go. I'm just going to rearrange mine just ever so slightly there. There we go. I don't want it poking out the corners. So there we go. That's glued down. And now you have the front of yours here. You have that Z fold still here. Don't get glue anywhere. And then you're going to flip it over. It's still folded. And you're going to add glue here. So basically you glue the front first and then you flip it over and you glue the back tag on, making sure you didn't get glue anywhere. If you did, just let it dry. This is the back undecorated side of my piece, and I'm going to put it on here as even as I can, and then I'm going to do some tapping and just lining it up, because the idea is that you do not see any paper sticking out. It's an even one single tag looking piece. Okay. Now, if you got glue anywhere that you shouldn't have got glue, this project will not work. So you want to test it out before you just set it aside to dry. You want to test it. So the way that this works is it's a tag that goes down in a pocket in a journal, just like it is here. We just put these on for decoration. You can hole punch if you want and make that function, but let's see how it works before you decide to do that. You're going to open it up. It's 2 tags. You're going to open it up. It opens up like this, and then it folds. The whole entire thing folds open. So when it's in a pocket, it just looks like one tag. But whenever you open it up, you've got all that extra journaling space. And I did get a little glue where I didn't want it, so I'm going to clean that up before it gets sticky. So when it's in a pocket, it's just a regular tag. You pull it out of the pocket, you open it up, and you can write here, and then you can flip it open and open it this way and write all on the inside of here. And when you flip it up, you can write on the back side. So you are gaining an entire 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper to write on both sides, other than what we've glued here where we lost one side. And this one is got a little wrinkle in it, but that's just me from moving it after I glued it. Don't move it, and I guess you should check it before you call it good. It has a little wrinkle. It's copy dyed. Who cares? Anyway, it folds up. It goes into a pocket just like that. And that's your tag. If you don't want a hole punch and you don't want to do that, don't. I like the idea that it looks more like a tag like that. And just to make myself a little bit happier, I would just kind of maybe darken that circle a little bit there and make it look more like a little tag here and here. There we go. You know how the tags usually have like such a dark hole reinforcer? Anyway, so there's that. I think a little number label here would be great. Again, you can write both sides this way and pull it out, open it up. There you go. Just make sure you don't get glue anywhere that you don't want glue, because otherwise your paper will glue together. That's that. Now from there, you could add a back pocket on the back part of your tag. You could decorate the back part of your tag. You could even glue, if this is a mock journal page, which is, this is the same one I use for forever to show you guys. If this is your journal page, you could take the back part of your tag and you could glue it on down here as a tuck, and you would have a tuck right here, and then you can flip it open and then flip it up, but it doesn't quite open all the way, so you'll have to do some modification. You'd have to slice up this line right here, and then it would open from there. There are ways of doing it, but you will have to slice this, take your scissors and go in and open up that piece right there. So anyway, I think it's cute just as a tag in a pocket, with all that extra hidden little journal space. Bye guys. Have a good day.